You get weak if you don't work out each muscle at least twice a week. This is what I hear all the time, but I recently missed all of my workouts for 10 days. And guess how much strength I lost? Just recently, I had something happen that really confirmed the way I've been training lately. Normally, I train chest, biceps, and triceps on Mondays. But just a couple of weeks ago, I was traveling, so I didn't get to the gym for 10 days. That means I had gone a full 10 days since I had last worked out those same muscle groups. And the only working out I had done while I was off was walking. And I want to know, have you experienced this? Tell me your story of strength gains after time off in the comments below. Now, you'd think going that long between workouts would cause me to lose a little strength, or at least come back flat. And you know how us men panic when we miss a couple of days of working out because we think we've lost all of our strength and all of our muscle that we've been working so hard to gain. But what actually happened in my case was the complete opposite. I was stronger than I've been in a very long time. Let me say this, if you guys are not tracking your workouts, you may have a hard time knowing your progress. So you'll hear me say a lot, always log and track your workouts. This is a good reason why I like to track. Down the board on each exercise compared to last week's numbers, I was either up or the same. Not only was the weight heavier, but I also was able to squeeze out more reps at the heavier weight. And just to be clear, the 10 days before wasn't a bad workout. My numbers that day were already higher than the week before that. So this wasn't just one of those off day versus on day situations where you have a day where you go into gym and you just really feel it and you know you're just going to be strong that day. And perhaps I was just off the week before, or 2 weeks before. This isn't that. This was consistent progress with a noticeable jump after extra rest. Let me give you a couple of examples. On incline cable flies, 10 days ago, I worked up to 130 pounds. That's 65 on each side. And that was already up from 60 the week before that. But this last workout, I pushed it to 150 pounds, which was 75 pounds per side of the cable machine. That's a 15.5% increase after a 10-day layoff. And not only was the weight heavier, but I got 3 more reps than I had done the 10 days previous. Another one was tricep cable press downs. Last week, my heaviest set topped out at 135 pounds. This week, I hit 155 pounds. And I still managed to crank out 2 more reps than I did at 135 just 10 days earlier. Again, that's nearly a 15% increase in strength after 10 days off. And this was at the very end of my workout when normally fatigue would be setting in. For me, this is proof of why I have switched to a 3-day workout plan using my 3-3 method. I used to believe that more volume was the only answer, that if I just added more sets and added more exercises and hit the muscles more often, I'd grow faster and stronger. But over time, what I found was I wasn't getting stronger. I was spinning my wheels and my joints were paying the price. It's kind of like when I used to play a lot of golf. It seemed the more golf I played, the worse I got. So, I found something better to do with my time. And this is very similar. The least amount of time I'm spending in the gym, the stronger I'm getting. With my 3-3 method, I do 1 warm-up set, 1 true working set, taking close to failure, and then 1 drop set with 2 weight reductions. That's it. 3 sets per exercise, and I only train each muscle group once every 7 days. Now, in this case, I stretched it to 10 days because of travel, and the results were eye-opening. The truth is, guys, as we get older, recovery becomes just as important as the training itself. Muscles don't just grow in the gym. They grow when we're resting, when we're eating right and letting our bodies repair. And by pulling back on the volume, I'm giving my body the chance to do exactly what it needs to do. It's hard to imagine strength increasing by doing less, but the numbers don't lie. My logbook shows it clearly. Less volume, more recovery, better strength. That's not a theory. That's proof from my own training. So when I walked out of the gym after that session, it really hit me. Sometimes the best thing you can do for progress is step back and give your body time. Sometimes our bodies are trying to talk to us and tell us things, and we do need to listen to our bodies. Not every day needs to be about pushing harder or adding more. Sometimes growth comes when you give yourself room to actually recover, and that's been a game changer for me.